Thunder and lightning, the winter runs, keeping the women and shooting your guns. It's the Rad Dudecast, the Rad Dudecast. It's the Rad Dudecast, the men of the... Okay, sorry, what? That was kind of a mic.
What's up?
He was going to say we were the men of something. You cut him right off.
Oh, I didn't know. I was wondering if we were starting or whatever.
We started, I think.
Oh, okay.
We had the false start, everybody. Everybody, false start.
Well, they don't know about that.
Well, we'll tell them.
Well, we started. We did about 2 minutes, and then our card filled up, and we're back again. But let me tell you something. You missed some shit you're never going to get back.
Yeah. Only the true fans will know of that podcast that's lost.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would. Us, we are the true fans.
Man, there's some stuff we got to talk about.
Brainwave technology?
Yeah.
What?
It's happening.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you wait, what?
Sort of. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but people are, there's
Stealing?
multiple ways for humans to communicate with each other without wires or anything like that.
Wi-Fi brain
some kind of, not by way of Wi-Fi, but by way of electrical impulses and
That's what I'm saying. It's your
things
own
of
brain
that nature.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I mean, we'll probably get into that later.
Yeah, we're
going to
get into that
because that's a heavy topic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought.
Man,
I
sorry
thought that'd
that
be
hit me
perfect.
now.
A teaser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you tease
yeah.
it, then I bring us in.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to explain this. I thought everyone would be on the same page. Anthony did a great teaser. Then I say that, and we're in, and then we get into the brainwave wireless communication. Not yet. Not yet.
Where are we now?
We're out. Everyone
gotta get
knows you got to visualize in your brain. The podcast is a boat, okay?
Mhm.
Podcast is a boat. Right
love a
now,
boat.
we're on the dock.
Not
We're
really.
loading
Yeah.
up supplies. We're
Putting
putting
sandwiches
what do you
in
need?
coolers.
Get a sandwich in there.
Yeah.
You know, a life preserver.
I put worms on all the
Yeah.
hooks so everybody's prepped.
I don't need a
I'm washing down the deck.
life jacket.
Yeah.
I'm a good swimmer. So
Me
take
too.
this off me. No,
So-
you'll get a life jacket.
Why? I'm a good swimmer.
It doesn't
I'm a very good
matter. I'm the captain of this particular boat.
Let me tell you something real
Wow.
quick. What I like to do is I am the king of preparation. Sometimes what I like to do is I got fired from a job for this one time because a woman, she needed help, she said.
Yeah.
She said, she's always like, I'm always busy. I said, I'm going to go in your house. I'm going to cook all your food for you. All your foods when you come home, cooked. Steaks, cooked.
Yeah.
Toast all your toast. Butter the toast. All the cereal. Poured it. Milk. Put it in a drawer. You open anything up. Hey, where's all your food? Made it all. All the pepper. Put it on everything.
Yeah. I did.
Toast your toast.
I did one further. I'm in the same vein as you. I did one further. I said, I make love to your wife.
Make love to your
You
wife.
don't have to do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it
before
you
you
don't
get
even
home.
you don't even have to ask.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
This
Yeah.
one's on the arm, we say.
This
Yeah.
one's on the arm. You don't even have to pay me for this one.
Oh,
I'll do it.
yeah, that's
That's
good.
great.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
your wife. Drive your car to the place. You got to
Raise
get
your
there.
kids.
Oh, man, I will say, you're lucky you only got fired. That sounds like a crime, what you did.
You make everyone's food.
Not if it's positive. A crime is never a crime if if you get a meal.
If the thought behind it is okay.
A crime ain't a crime if you don't do the time. That's what my stepdad told me.
Yep.
That does not seem to be true. Maybe.
Yeah, it's only wrong. It's like if a tree falls in the forest scenario, right?
Yeah.
If a man goes into a bank and shoots the teller in the head and no one's there and he gets away.
Did he shoot the teller in the head, you know?
No, he didn't. And that'll hold up.
The teller's family would probably argue that he was shot in the
Welcome to episode 89 of the world famous Rad Dudecast. My name, of course, is the one, the only. It goes without saying. I will say it anyways. Brendan Eyre, E-Y-R-E, as in Jane. Little red book.
Brendan
People-
T. Air. What's
No,
your
there's
name,
no T. There's
yeah,
no T.
for timely.
I am here
Airs.
with the kings of chaos, the princes of pulpitry, the one, the only, the two, the crew, my friend and your friend, number 12 on your scorecard, number 1 in your heart, Mr.
Pulpitry.
I don't know.
Oh.
Anthony DeVito is his name.
Like a pulpit, a fan of
yeah,
pulpit.
yeah, your preachers.
Yeah.
Pulpit.
I
like some pulpit.
And now, introducing, hailing from the mean streets of New Jersey. The man with the plan. Don't ever call him Dan. Never hand him a can because he'll do some dirty can work on you. My friend, the tilted dragon.
Sally Brooks.
No, Greg, that's a woman, I think.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
know that
Sally's last
person.
name?
Sally Brooks, yeah, we hung out with her all last week.
She's a great.
She's great.
Yeah. So
Greg
I'll be
Stone.
her today.
Greg Stone.
All right.
Now, of course, as always, the Rad Dudecast is a listener-supported podcast. You can do us a solid, a favor, a fist bump by
PayPal's money.
no
$100.
No,
Ooh.
subscribing to the podcast on iTunes. Turn a friend onto it. If you like this podcast, obviously it's a acquired taste.
It's an
we
acquired.
get deep.
That's
We
not
get
acquired.
we get gnarly.
Required taste.
Required taste, more like it. So mention it to a friend.
They don't have
Rate
those,
us,
you know?
review us on iTunes. Follow us on
Should have
Twitter
those.
at the Rad Dudecast. You can follow the individual members of the Rad Dudecast. My name is at Airbud on Twitter, EYRE Bud, and that's also on Instagram. You can follow me.
Vegetables are
on,
a required taste.
Right.
You can get at us on
eat them.
Snapchat. I am at Mr. Mister Radical. Now, Anthony, please.
Error is a required taste.
Anthony is on Twitter at
Right.
Anthony
Brendan-
DeVito _ Anthony DeVito _ on Twitter, correct? And
Yes.
at Devo Fortivo on Snapchat. Greg Stone, please. He's one of the underappreciated treasures of Twitter. I was just talking to someone about that the other night. He should have Skick-tuple the number of followers that he does.
Skick-tuple.
Yeah, at least. Please follow him on Twitter at Greg Stone _ or is it F Stone? Greg Stone _
Yep.
correct?
And water is also a required taste. You need to drink it to live.
Right.
Greg Stone _
Nice,
on
bro.
Twitter, and you can Snapchat him at Party Time Go. He's got one of the best names on Snapchat. So again, that's
I'll send you my
Snapchat. We need more. We seriously we get.
Oh, I'm doing stories now. You doing stories?
Yeah, we get no breasts. Nobody
Yeah.
sends us breasts. I don't think we have a single female listener. Is that desperate to ask for breast pictures?
It's not desperate. It's a required taste.
Yeah,
We
at Mr.
require
Radical,
boobs.
at Devo Fortivo, at Party Time Go.
Why is that bad?
Send us
Send us some boobs.
some boobs, maybe a thong shot.
Thong shot. Or just take a picture of boobs and send it to me.
Do you know? I don't know if you've noticed this.
What?
Do you know Urge? So of course we're going to get to that later. One of our premium fan club members, which you can join if you Venmo us $1,000. Urge.
Oh, also before, join the Rad Dudecast Facebook group.
Yeah, Rad
Yeah.
Dudecast After Dark.
After
Ask
dark,
to join that.
we come in and we talk. We have
Yeah,
a good
we'll
time.
talk. We'll chat with you. Urge. I've noticed this. Whenever we make fun of his Snapchats, and we exaggerate what happens, he then the next week will do what we say. So 2 weeks ago on the episode, I think Anthony said or I said, yeah, Urge just Snapchats us to tell us about the weather. Then after we joked about that, the next week he would Snapchat
That's
us
what that
every
was
day
about.
and
Yeah.
go, it's raining.
Yeah.
What's so funny is that I never pay attention to Anthony. So then when Urge does these podcasts, these things, I'm like, why is Urge telling us the weather? I have no idea
Yeah.
why. Oh, that's because
And a
I don't
similar
even
thing
remember that.
when we mixed up who Urge was one time in a picture. The
Yeah.
following week he would just
Yeah.
send us
we still get those.
Oh,
Snapchats,
yeah, man.
circled another Asian guy and said, Urge. Urge is a funny dude.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's got handsome eyes.
Urge is just doing things on his own.
Yeah.
I thought he was just doing things on his own accord, but reality, he is listening and doing things based on that.
No, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And which leads us to our first little quiz.
Well, I wanted to talk about America's Got Talent.
I thought that was after. Do you want to do that now? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying in general. I want to talk about it.
No, well, in our pre-production meeting, we had that scheduled after this segment.
I didn't know we were doing scheduling.
But I now clearly this has been bumped in the schedule without consulting
Yeah.
me.
I didn't get one email.
Yeah, I
about
didn't
About
get a
what?
single email
About what?
that AGT is now bumped ahead of the Urge's debate.
Okay, let's do Urge's debate, but then I'm going to
We're not doing Urge's debate because the fuckers are listening. They're
brain isn't
keyed
losing
in.
it.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about America's Got Talent. I believe you've been featured a bit.
You're
I
one
did a
of
guest
the
spot.
judges.
I did a guest spot on America's Got Talent, the first ever guest spot, where just popped in. So I want to tell you because I got to tell you all this crazy shit that happened.
Okay.
So this is more of like an interesting story than a funny one or
Okay,
character
well,
based.
see if you make it funny.
I'll try. I don't know that I can.
If you don't make it funny, then I can't. I don't know if I can keep you on.
All right. Well, then cut my mic if you have to. I won't disagree.
Yeah.
So I had to go be Gary's roommate on America's Got Talent. We did a little video clip thing, and it was funny or whatever. And then Gary tells me as he goes, "You got to come in."
So back up, just so they're listening at home. Gary Veter, correct?
Oh, Gary Veter, yeah,
Comedian
yeah,
Gary
comedian.
Veter featured on America's Got Talent. Greg did a little clip with him for the show.
Yeah. And so we filmed the thing, and it was like we were like filming all these like clips back and forth of like me in the bathroom doing all this bunch of shit, and it was funny or whatever. And then I think it was funny. I don't know. They show it, and they come back and they tell me, and they're like, "Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go. We're gonna have you come down, sit in the front row, and just watch Gary as he's on." So, but then,
Where was this?
this is at Rockefeller Center.
So, big theater.
Yeah.
Wait, Radio City Music Hall or Rockefeller Center?
Radio City Music Hall.
So that's a huge event.
Yeah.
This is America's Got Talent live taping. You're in the front row.
And I'm going to put me in the front row, and they show the video clips of us doing like the roommate thing.
Yeah.
And then they have to, and then they are cutting to me during his set. But here's the thing: they only put up his set online. So if you watch it, it just looks like I'm some guy in the crowd who doesn't like Gary, who just won't laugh.
But that was the bit.
But that was the bit. So I'm getting all these messages be like, "You were great," but they're being sarcastic, I think, because they've only seen that part. So no one knows. It's like, no, we put a lot of work into like this pre-video thing.
Are you sure? Because I think maybe these people that are messaging you saw the whole thing.
Well, two people didn't. They were like, "Oh, great set on TV," and I was like, "Thanks, man." And they're like, "Yeah, you were great in the crowd." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you were being serious," because we did like this whole funny thing beforehand that I thought was funny. But then, so then they tell me to go aside, right? And they go, so they're like, Gary's doing a joke about his roommate, and I'm like, ugh. And they're like, "You're going to go interrupt him during his interview." But before that even happens, Gary gets off, and the people come up to me and they go talk to Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel wants to talk to you. So they bring me over to Howie Mandel at the judges' table, and Howie's like, "You were really funny. You were so great." And they were like, "We want to have you. Why are you not on the show?" And I don't know if we're being filmed or... I don't know if I'm still playing this character of like the really shitty roommate, because I was like hamming all that up, or if he's like actually thinking I'm funny. So I was like, fuck Gary, I'm like, Gary's the worst. What are you kidding me? And he's like, "You don't think he's funny?" I was like, I wrote all those jokes. He goes, "You didn't write all those jokes." And I was like, "Nah, I didn't write all those jokes." And he was like, "You got to be on the show." And I was like, "All right." And he was like, "Next year we're gonna have you on the show." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Are we on TV?" He goes, "Yeah, you're on a TV show." So I don't know if he was just saying that stuff to film, or if he was saying that stuff like he really thought it was funny. So then when we leave, he walks by with like a big gaggle of people, and he points at me and he was like, thumbs up. He was like, "You were so funny. You were so funny." And I was like, well, this is insane. Like, it's like those things you do when you're like, oh, maybe if I just show up, then the guy will be like, "We like you." We're gonna put you on.
That happened.
That happened.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
kinda
that's
happened.
amazing.
So I don't know if that is. I don't know. It's so weird though, because then like also people are like, they're like, because they watch his video clips and people are like, "Man, you gotta get that Greg roommate. You gotta get that Greg roommate guy." And I'm like, this is the most insane thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
That's
It's
amazing.
It's no train wanting to be, love me, but Train loves Anthony. We lost Brendan to the text message.
What? No text message. I'm looking something up.
I think he's probably looking up like Twitter.
He
with
always
you on
is.
it.
I always think he's checking his phone. He
No,
never
he's always
is.
one
He's
step
always
ahead.
doing real work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
always
I'm doing real work. What
Not
I'm-
like you and I'll get distracted by a sale at Target. And
I love a good discount.
Wow, look at this, man! They got Legos for $20.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to gloat or anything, but I thought it was really exciting, and I wanted to share that with you.
Well,
it's
let me
great, man.
tell
It's
you
so
something.
crazy.
Let me tell you, I'm about there. Oh, what is this? Your article will display in 5 seconds. Come on, I want it displayed now.
Display it
5,
now.
4.
You're talking about, when you talk about America's Got Talent, it looks like they're averaging, what are they averaging?
This is dead air.
What?
10,
It's fine.
10
People
point, 10.9 million viewers. Greg.
10.9
Dude,
million.
you should have went on with at the Rad
10.9
Dudecast.
I should have worn at the Red Dudecast shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they'll just let you plug whatever
Well, I'll
you
put a
want.
tattoo on my head. You can't take my skin
You
off.
can't take,
Can't take your skin off. Good move, bro.
10.9 million viewers. That's huge. So you gotta. This is what we gotta do.
Yeah.
We gotta get get on this. All you guys get on this. We'll get a grassroots movement going, so they don't forget before next season. Roommate Greg.
Roommate Greg.
Tweet at America's.
Tweet at
America's Got Talent
to get
No,
roommate
tweet at
Greg
Katie Mears.
on the show.
Hashtag roommate Greg.
Yeah,
Hashtag roommate Greg. We need it. You want it? Hashtag roommate Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
that's
him
pretty
on
great.
next year.
Maybe we could go on as the Rad Dudecast.
Well, I'm going to go
Yeah.
on.
First
well,
ever
we did
podcast.
Podcast talent.
Yeah.
2 minutes of our podcast. I was going,
minutes.
doing a sound check.
Yeah. No, you. So go ahead, boys. You're gonna need 2 minutes. We're actually gonna need 59. So
Yeah.
strap in, Howie.
Yeah.
Get out of
Because
here,
we-
Howie.
Hey, shut your mouth, Seal's wife. What's her name?
She's a whore. I was yelling at her.
Well, if you're gonna be on the show next year, I'd
Oh, no,
start to
her.
dial back.
She said she
your,
didn't like Gary. So I was so into this character. So I'm sitting down next to this. First off, they take this lady out of her chair and put me in the front row. So now I'm sitting with just some kids, some lady's family. I'm sitting with
Yeah.
a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And I keep hitting this kid being like, look at you. What are you? You could be on TV. Why don't you say something? And I was like, heckle him. I was trying to get the kid to heckle. He was like, please stop. Like, he was so scared. Because I guess because there's a camera pointed right at me the whole time because they're just clicking back and forth. Heidi says she doesn't like Gary. And I was like, you're out of your mind. So I'm yelling at her, being like, you're crazy. And I don't think it made TV, though.
Well, it's funny. Heidi, earlier
Doesn't
in the
get
season,
comedy.
I was watching, and there was a stand-up comic on, and Heidi goes, I normally don't like stand-up comedy. You're the only stand-up comic I've ever liked. And it's like, well, then you can't be a judge.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're going to have a judge? That's like at the Olympics, you have a
Yeah.
figure skating judge who doesn't like figure skating.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you
Chef.
talking about?
I don't eat food.
Yeah.
Well, I give
yeah.
everybody a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
Yeah.
I don't like white people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I was just saying that has nothing to do with what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
No,
I
but
personally
that's
don't like
along
white
those
people.
lines. Yeah.
And I wanted to tell you a little bit about
Outrageous. But now we're
that.
going to
White
have to.
skin makes me furious.
Who's the comic?
I'm not going to denigrate a guy on.
But
But no one we know. He was dressed. He was a man dressed as a woman
that's
from
what-
Kentucky or something, and he was not my cup of tea. It was
Gotcha.
kind of like here's a
Gotcha.
You
gimmick.
can't drink other people's tea
You can't drink other people's tea unless
unless you're stealing it.
you're thirsty.
Well,
Or
it's
if-
that kind of
You know what I mean?
restaurant. Sometimes they'll have restaurants or bars where they allow that. Not allow it, but it's
look in
one
the
of those
mirror.
kind of places.
I look in the mirror and I get furious
What?
from my white skin.
Well, we've got two. We've got
I
two.
think it's a mental illness. I want to rip my own skin off.
Greg, we've got
It's
two
like
combative
Rachel Dolezal.
points here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would like to get into your hate for your own skin, but I do want to follow up a bit on these restaurants
Oh yeah.
where you're claiming that people are sharing one cup of tea.
Yeah, they don't.
Tear Sharers Club.
They don't care. Yeah, they just. This is a place where they'll go drink whatever. If it's here, it's everyone's property.
Because one thing
Yeah.
I've noticed in my history co-hosting the Rad Dudecast with you is you do tend to say things exist that are just things that you've currently thought of in that very moment and then just like imagined that it was possible and then said, yeah, they have these. Is this one of those?
Yeah, no, this is a real one.
Yep.
They got these. They're
I
different
back
kinds-
this one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that settles that. On to you.
Yeah.
In his defense, though, real quick, back at the old Wendy's, we'd have an old guy. There'd be the old man crew, 70 old men who'd come to Wendy's, buy one soda, and then just get refills for everybody.
So you were right.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
Now, Wendy's used to be a treat. When they had a salad bar, that was the best.
Yeah, they did away with
Fix
that.
They did
bar.
away with it. Yeah. No. Not just a fixin' bar. They had a full
They had
salad
a
bar.
full
They
salad. That was
never-
a full
Yeah.
operation. With
Oh.
the sneeze guard, the whole thing.
Yeah, they had a
Maybe they did it for like a little while.
No,
No,
for
man.
years, and
Yeah.
then they got rid of it.
No, Fixin's bar only.
No,
Pickles.
maybe we had different Wendy's.
I
man.
lived next to a Wendy's.
Yeah, your Wendy's maybe didn't have a salad bar.
No, you're thinking of Charlie Brown's.
I'm not thinking of
Charlie
Charlie Brown.
Like Brown.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's. Great salad bar.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Raging.
that, but man, to confuse Wendy's with Charlie Brown's.
Brendan's brain is mixed up sometimes.
Well,
Charlie Brown's was a sit-down waitress order
Wendy's
restaurant.
had a salad bar.
Yeah, he has PTSO, post-traumatic stress order.
I have
disorder.
I have PTSO, pre-traumatic
And
stress
something
order.
happened
not
in the
disorder.
time
Beforehand.
after the
Prehand.
America's Got Talent story where you've just gone off the rails.
I think I'm having a great time on this podcast.
yeah.
I said
I've
I'm going
never-
to just do me this one. I've got to poop though. It's bad.
I think you pooped prior to the podcast.
yeah, but I think I'm allergic to cheese. I had a big
What
bagel.
were we talking about before?
Well, Greg hates
We
his
did the
white
cup of tea
skin.
thing.
It's not so much as my white skin, so much as I
right.
hate the idea of being held in by skin.
Oh,
So
you
you
would just
didn't-
like to get rid of skin.
I
in
want to
Right.
take
general.
razor blades to my face and make a grate and rip the skin from my face. Be a skull man. Spray myself with antiseptic all the time so I don't get diseases. I would do that. If you said I don't have to have skin, we'll get rid of your skin, but you have to carry a spray with you all the time, I'll do it.
Who's telling you this? Because I wouldn't take their word for it.
If that was a choice.
It's not a choice.
Yeah, it is.
You cut all your skin off, you die.
You don't die. You have an antiseptic.
What's antiseptic?
It'll keep your skin from getting septic.
Well,
Do the root
but
word.
why don't you
If
just?
you expose
Yeah,
Expose yourself.
no,
To a
if you
worker
expose
at
your
the
raw
movie theater.
skeleton, you'll be dead.
you'll be flayed.
Also, you can't now, since I don't have skin, I'm never naked. So I can walk around inside out boy style.
Now you'll be naked.
No, because people don't look at a bloody penis like a regular penis.
No, but that you're still naked. You have no clothing on.
Yeah, but no
you're
one
not
goes,
traditionally nude.
"Get guy, I don't want to see your dick." They go, "This is a bloody dick."
No, you know what? They're not going to say that. They're going to be saying, "There's a dead guy.
Not
There's
dead.
a flayed dead man."
You
yeah,
still got
man.
organs.
Did you ever see Hollow Man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
how I
walks
want to look.
around. Yeah, he looks like fucked up.
Yeah.
and people are like horrified.
That's the thing. People don't. Let me tell you something about the invisibility superpower real quick,
Yeah.
and then it's just an offset. We're just gonna get off the highway real quick. We'll stop at this McDonald's, and we'll get right back onto the highway.
Yeah. You got to sell
The invisibility power. People don't seem to realize this only works in the summertime. You can't walk around invisible in the winter. It's too cold. What do you do?
That's
Put
a
on some
great
pants?
point. That's a great
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, invisibility does shit in the winter. You got to live in Miami if you want to do invisibility.
Holy
yeah.
shit, that's
yeah,
a great point.
Yeah, that is a good
Yeah.
point.
What are you going to walk around? You're going to say, "Oh, a bunch of flying gloves, bunch of ski masks."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's
Well,
great.
Unless
the
you
other
bring
thing,
a heat.
too, though, I would say, is that you could bundle up so much that you would just think it's a normal guy.
Then it's
Yeah.
no power at all.
Absolutely. It's just you got sunglasses on, face mask.
But I mean, to go out and get food, and if you don't
Oh,
want
right.
like people to be like weirded out or whatever,
Yeah.
you're just so bundled up.
And then you
put-
go.
yeah,
And then you go into the building where you need to use your invisibility. Go into the bathroom,
Right.
lose all
Yeah.
your shit.
yeah.
That makes
Nightclub,
sense.
whatever.
How do you defeat the Invisible Man? Move to Antarctica.
Yep.
I don't. I mean, I think you could still work around it a little bit as long as he can get indoors, because he's just got to go from place to place.
He's got to get you indoors. He'll get you indoors.
Once he gets indoors, he's fine.
So
Well, turn the air
Urge-
conditioning up. Whoa. In your
Yeah,
house. If
that's
you're afraid of the
that's-
Invisible Man, turn
well,
the air
see, well, then
conditioning up.
that's the thing. Well, then in a hotter climate, it's rough.
Also, his dick's flopping around. Just swing a couple hands at the dick.
You always
He's
be walking-
unprotected.
always be walking with your hands swinging.
we're
Because
back
then
on the-
when he gets into a place that has air conditioning, it's both sides are tough.
Yeah.
Tough
So
being invisible.
Urge sent us in what
Mm-hmm.
he calls life's greatest debates. He wants us to weigh in on. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'd pencil
sounds
in
good.
about 1 minute and 11 seconds for this segment, Urge, because these things we'll see. The first one is, how do you pronounce, the little internet moving image called GIF?
A GIF.
I pronounce it GIF.
Yeah.
GIF.
Yeah.
That's a
I
GIF.
guess
3 for
what's
3.
he trying to say? Some people call it a GIF.
Some people call
Probably.
it GIF, but that's GIF. That's peanut butter.
That's
GIF.
peanut butter. I call it a GIF.
Yeah.
GIF.
Done.
Let me tell you why I know this. My name is Greg. I know how to pronounce a G. I've been pronouncing it my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
GIF.
GIF.
I'm not giraffe.
You're not.
Dr-
You're not
dredge.
dreg.
Dredge.
Jireg.
Dredge.
Dreg.
Because you're saying the G at the end. No.
Dredge. Yeah, you're right. Dredge.
Yeah, you'd be dredge.
Dredgery.
Judge Dredge.
Judge.
Dredgery.
No. Grudge.
I think you maybe
Judge.
should be dredge.
Grudge.
That's kind of
Dredge.
cool.
Grudge. Dredge.
No, you're not pronouncing the J like a G.
Why wouldn't you?
That's not
That
how
means
it
they're
works.
reversing roles.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry. Drudge. Grudge.
Yeah.
So
What were you
I
saying?
think I think you maybe should go think about dredgery.
Dredgery.
So that's
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Yeah, all right,
Lock
done.
that one up. It's a pronounced GIF. Toilet paper. Do you put it going down over the top, or out the back under the bottom when you put it on the roll?
This makes me so angry, this argument.
Why?
I do the bottom.
Angry.
You do it around back, down the bottom.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why you're wrong. You do the same thing that I do, and I'm sure 90% you do too. You grab it, you put it on, whatever way it is, you fucking leave it.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I do.
I really don't
Why
care.
is
I
this
just
an
want this
argument?
question
I'm
to
going
be
to get
over.
the toilet paper.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I've never been like, I can't rip it.
Yeah, I'm going to walk around all day with a shitty ass because somebody put it under. I
No.
can't use this.
Yes.
No, get real. That settles that.
Get real.
That settles that on this
Also,
debate.
This segment's called
This
Get
isn't
Real.
even a debate.
Using toilet paper on a regular basis.
What?
Everyone
you know?
who shits.
Let me tell you how we do it 90% this time. Toilet paper runs out, we just leave the toilet paper on top of the garbage can. No roll.
Yeah, you just put it wherever.
Sometimes, and then someone will eventually get it on.
So get real. This is Get Real. Segment 3 on Get Real.
Get real.
Now this, I imagine he's talking about toilet paper because I don't really know what he's talking about. But after the toilet paper one, he said, fold or wad. Do you fold up your toilet paper before you go in for a wipe, or do you wad it up? I think I do a bit of a combo. I think I'm getting a little fold going with a little crunchy at the end, a little wad.
Oh, that's not what I do. What do you do? I'll tell you what I do.
I do like a ball, and then I cork it, and then I
Oh,
walk
that's
around
fun.
with it all day.
So you do
Oh,
the
he's a
wad
leave it.
cork.
Yeah.
He leaves it.
I'm like a wine
like
guy.
a tampon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a tampon.
Like
Yeah.
a butt pond.
An ass pond, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What I do is a similar move, not with that, but is I'll take my finger through the first beginning, put it in my butt, and then flush the toilet, and let the toilet paper just and pull it from my butt.
Get real.
Right. Like a clown. With
Like a
the,
clown.
napkins
Yeah, and it just
coming out
keeps
of their
going in
mouth.
like a deep sea diver.
Yes.
And just jumps in, and he's got his rope.
My dad told me this story, which as all of the stories from my dad are probably is not true. Someone else probably told to him or something. But when he was in Catholic school in Ireland, they were like trying to save money, and then at the school announcement they said you can only use 2 sheets of toilet paper per time.
Yeah, right.
Per time you take a shit, you can only use 2 little sheets of toilet paper. And my dad said some guy stood up and said, because it was a priest giving the rule, some guy stood up and said, "Father, that's not even enough to wipe my hands."
Fada.
Yeah. I love that.
You're
So
first generation. I always forget that.
I am. I'm first generation American. Well, my mom's from Wisconsin, but who counts?
If Trump comes, you have to go back to your own country.
Yeah. Well, I
Can
will.
can you do a good Irish?
I don't think so. He just did fada, and it sounded crazy. Maybe that is good. Okay, go.
Good morning.
Keep doing it.
Good morning.
How was your morning, sir? Oh, God.
Pretty good. Hey, my morning's not half bad.
There we go.
It's not a half bad morning. I woke up, I had me Weetabix, I went down to the old factory where me mate Gordo works. We had
I mean, it's just a guy from Wayne's World too.
we got a little we got a couple of them chicky honeys.
Chicky honeys.
Yeah, put
It's
them
the Beatles.
threw them
Man.
Ringo
threw 'em
Starr
in the
here.
back of the old car, took them out to to the park.
To the
When you
lift.
do an Irish accent, you're retarded. You're a retarded
Hey
person.
mate, I took a turn around the mirror, take a look at yourself. You go call people out here retard. Take a look at your own eyes before you might call a mate retard. That's more like you.
That's
Oh,
great.
Yeah, that was
It's
pretty
really
great.
good.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I like the
Good
Irish
morning.
character that he just says good morning all the time.
Good morning. Good
He's
morning.
just stuck on that.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Morning. All right, are we back?
Yes, Get Real, Marvel versus DC. Of course, I'm going Marvel because
Yeah,
I've
it's
learned
always
everything
Marvel.
I know about comics from Greg, so I'm a Marvel guy.
I like DC. They got more weirdos.
They do have weirdos.
What kind of weirdos you talking about?
They got like Scooter Man, Captain Forehead. They have all these guys, and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? They're great. They're all the lady. They have stuff like that. DC, it's like, like you have the mall in town that's like the great great mall, whatever. And then you have this other shit mall that they have all these other
Yeah,
stores
yeah.
that are off-brand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's DC.
DC's
Yeah.
the
DC's
shit
the
mall?
Wayne.
The shit mall, yeah, but in the shit mall, there's always like a Taco Bell. It's
Yeah.
not in the regular mall. And that's
Taco-
Batman. It's
Taco
like you gotta
place.
go.
Yeah.
You go there to eat Batman, but then you have to stay for taco fun.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I'm going to change my answer.
Uh-huh.
I just realized the only book I've ever read through the whole series is Preacher.
Mhm.
And that's DC. That's Vertigo, right? Vertigo's
Yeah,
DC?
I think so. Some shit.
Yeah, so never mind. I'm a DC guy.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're great. They're weirdos.
But the
They're-
movies, I do prefer Marvel. So
Yeah, the movies are better. At Marvel.
Yeah, they're clearly. I mean, like
Although
the
The Dark
Willowbrook
Knight-
Mall is clearly better, but the Wayne Town Center's got a charm to it.
It's got a random one. It's got
Yeah.
a random cool store in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Or random
Like
cool
there's like
store.
I don't know how you guys got a Bloomingdale's
yeah,
Yeah.
next to Gyro Guy.
yeah.
Gyro guy.
Yeah.
This exclusively sword store is still in business.
yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where you're like the other one has a Pacific Sun or whatever.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
The rent here is super cheap. You
Yeah,
only
yeah.
gotta sell one
Yeah.
sword
Yeah.
every 6
Good
months.
good
Yeah.
luck getting a
Yeah.
good luck getting a ninja star at the good mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soup in a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. As seen on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have just a
Yep.
bunch of radio stings.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Then they always have like a empty store you can just lie down in if you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just think about
We
how
used to have this
sad you are.
gyro guy. No lie. I used to work at Fortune Office. I worked in the shitty mall.
Yeah.
And we had just one the best gyros I've ever had in my life. And I would go, give me a gyro and a Snapple. And then one day I said, give me 2 gyros and 2 Snapples. And the guy goes, is this for you? And I went, yeah. He goes, do not, daughter. If you order these, you will become a fat person. And he was
Jeez.
right.
It's terrible business.
That's when I started becoming fat.
That's a horrible business strategy to just be like one gyro per person. I don't care what you say.
I don't know. I
They were
think
big gyros. It'll keep,
he's maintaining order in the country. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I think that's good.
and he knows the long game. I'll be going there for the rest of my life,
right.
as opposed to
You
dead.
get 2
heart
gyros,
attack.
then you're dead in 6 months. Right? You get 1 over the course of 80 years.
That should have been on Urge's list, by the way. Pronunciation of gyro.
Yeah,
Because
gyro
I
and
always
gyro.
said it gyro.
Yeah.
I think gyro is the correct
That is
Greek
correct.
Yeah.
way. Gyro, some people say, and then you get these fucking weirdos who say gyro. You ever see the gyro guy?
Nah, it's a gift guy.
Yeah, it's a gift
But
guy.
GIF is right. We
Oh,
already
GIF.
said GIF
well,
is
it's a
right.
GIF guy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's a GIF guy.
Yeah, they mixed up their GIF and their gyro. That's what they did. They mixed it up. You should've-
Gyro, yeah.
they should have been saying gyro
if you're,
and GIF.
if like you're on a date with somebody like that, get out of there.
Really?
Yeah,
You'd walk
come on.
if they said gyro?
Gyro or no, I don't care about anything.
Yeah, he has.
No,
So you
no,
changed
not at all.
Real quick turnaround.
Yeah, I
on
thought
that
I was saying
policy.
like a fun thing for
Yeah.
like people. You know, how people do that, but no, not me. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. That being said, though, I have a big philosophy about the gyro thing.
What's that?
I know the correct pronunciation is Euro, but I don't like when people would be like, "Oh, hello, how you doing? Have you met my friend Pedro?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Stop it! Why
Yeah.
are you throwing in
Yeah.
perfect accent
Yeah.
for one word?
Absolutely.
You don't know the language. You don't know
Yeah.
those people. I don't assume to know the
Yeah.
Greek culture.
Yeah.
So I'll pronounce it like an American. Gyro. That's
Yeah.
who I am. I don't know what CZ sauce is.
Yeah. I'll have a.
But-
May I have a gordita supreme?
Yeah.
No, you're at Taco Bell. You'll have a gordita.
Gordita Supreme.
But sometimes I'll get turned on if a Spanish woman will do that.
Well, if she's
Well, if she's
Spanish,
Spanish.
different.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Anything Spanish women do is perfect.
I'm
I think
at the
that's just
point.
a Spanish
I
woman.
do. I find I say whatever the person ahead of me said. So if I'm ordering a euro
Yeah.
and they say
Ah.
gyro,
Oh, that's pretty good.
I say gyro. I don't
Yeah.
want to stand out. You know.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah, because we don't know
Yeah,
what the
that's
law
good.
will be.
That's
what
what.
if they say, the N word?
Then that's
Yes,
what
I
I'm
am.
having.
That's great, man.
That's what I say. Never give anyone anything to remember you by, and that's why my career is where it is.
But it's also why you're still alive.
Get real. Topic number
importantly.
5: Coke versus Pepsi. That's dumb. Well, here's the thing. I'm a Coke guy. Everyone knows I like a Diet Coke, but I'm also not going to make an issue if you give me a Pepsi.
Yeah, they're both good.
Yeah, Pepsi sucks.
You hate Pepsi?
I hate people who like Pepsi.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
The flavor's fine,
I'd
but I don't
like
like
to
you as a
not
person.
drink enough of it. I mean, they're delicious, but I'd like to not drink enough of it that I have like a discerning taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I think like, well, I don't know, my
Well,
diet sucks or
Well,
whatever.
my thing is, I'm so off Coke. I only do the Mexican Coke. Regular Coke, I hate now.
Mexican Coke's great. All right, what's next?
Crunchy.
All right.
God damn
Sorry,
it,
did I cut
Urge.
you off?
No, you
No,
didn't cut me
no,
off.
no,
but it's
no,
like, give us
no.
something juicy
No,
here.
I'm
Urge.
just-
Crunchy versus smooth peanut butter. I'll take either.
Crunchy, whatever.
Speculoos. You ever have that?
That's great.
Cookie butter?
Yeah.
What's speculum?
Oh, you
Yeah.
fuck your mother. You have this.
Well, I'm not Ryan Beck.
Ryan Beck fucked his mother?
No, you.
Oh, Ryan
man.
Beck's
shit
mother
all
is
over
a-
his
Did you
mother
see
last-
that? Somebody messaged him.
What?
Somebody messaged him on Facebook. Like, sorry to hear that your mom's pussy's so big. Some random person.
That's great.
Yeah, it was awesome. That's the highlight of this podcast so far for me.
Yeah, I like crunchy.
Yeah.
Honey roasted crunchy.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
I just eat that with my finger.
Yeah.
In Sync versus Backstreet Boys. Interesting. I don't know, man. I guess.
Backstreet Boys because they were there first. to me.
Really? You're a Backstreet Boy guy.
Yeah,
Justin
more so than
Timberlake.
NSYNC. I felt like I was selling out if I liked NSYNC,
Yeah.
but I didn't care enough.
I
to
like
really give a
Timberlake
shit.
though.
Yeah, he's great.
Ba.
The guy
Which
from
one was
the
which?
guy from Alpha Dog.
Backstreet
Yeah.
was Backstreet's back. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
That's fun.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I
They're
like,
on a
and
spaceship.
he didn't include this as a option. I like LFO.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made me say
Yeah.
I hated them because they stole that Beastie Boys line.
in the summer.
Yeah.
In the summer.
I like a girl that was Abercrombie
Oh,
and
that's
Fitch.
them. Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah.
the
yeah.
same song. You guys are singing the same
Oh,
song.
really?
Yeah. You didn't discover anything when he said that. You were
Yeah.
already singing the song.
Oh, okay.
Well, how's that go? I
There's-
like a girl.
There's Abercrombie and Fitch, a girl that don't act like a bitch. I
Yeah.
want to make sure
That's
she
it.
comes home for the summer,
For the
For
summer.
for a Hummer.
Keep
Yeah.
blimp and a blimp, blimp, blimp.
But they had that line
Like
is-
a girl with Abercrombie and Fitch.
But he goes, "I'll steal you a woman like I stole your bike," which is clearly a Beastie Boys line
Yeah.
that he stole, and people were like, "Whatever." And I'm like, "No, I hate this band. They stole a Beastie Boys line." I like a girl who wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
I wish that song was just like 45 minutes long, and they just kept getting into more specific
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that they
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I like a girl named Tanya
Yeah.
who went to trade school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if she sneezes in front of me, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'll get over it.
Yeah.
I like a girl who cuts off her skin and just bleeds. Rides on a bike to the needs. And the girl's got a lot of infections.
For the summer.
Summer. I like a girl who pulls out her hair and cries. I cheated on her, I don't know why.
For the summer.
For the summer. Summer.
Star Wars versus Star Trek.
This is a question. I'll kill everybody here.
Damn.
This is a dividing moment
Well-
in our podcast career.
Here's what I
Really?
gotta say.
Not to me.
I enjoy both Star Wars and Star Trek
Mm-hmm.
very much. Okay. Now, I want to say Star Wars here because I think the best of Star Wars has given me more than the best of Star Trek.
Yes.
Right? The joy of the Star Wars movies has been more to me than the highest joy I've felt watching a Star Trek product. But then I have to say, well, wait a second. What has given me more hours and more volume of enjoyment? And that's where, I liked Star Trek The Next Generation, the show.
Did you like that show?
Yeah. Not when it was out. I've discovered it later.
Mhm.
And I would watch lots of episodes.
Yeah.
And then I liked a lot of the Star Trek movies, and there's so many more movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there more movies? Yeah.
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 Yeah, there's like 100.
So
Yeah.
I guess I have to say, you guys go first because I'm tossed up.
To what you say, I will say that, yeah, Star Trek was great. Great shows, great legacy, great things. The new Star Wars movies that came out, those prequels, were fucking garbage. But I shaped my life
Yeah.
around Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
That is who I wanted to be when I was little. I still think that, like, it's everything every decision I make is how do you fight the dark side. It's the greatest thing in the. I mean, yes, to me, it's like, oh, the Empire. To me, it's even Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. To me, are like the two greatest movies ever made.
Anthony?
Yeah, I love Star Wars. I like the last Star Trek movies are awesome. I never was into Star Trek. I saw the new movies that J.J. Abrams did. They're great. But same thing. Star Wars, that kept me going forever.
Yeah, man, those toys. The amount of toys I had, Star Wars related, beats the amount of movies.
I like them both. I don't understand why they're at odds.
They shouldn't be at odds because they're two different things.
Yeah, they're two different things.
Star Trek
like-
is, they're not even like warlike.
right.
Star Wars is more warlike.
I almost think it's like Star Wars versus Stargate
Yes.
because I think people just do that shit. You know.
I'm gonna weigh
You're
in
right.
here.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
If I have to choose, I guess here's my deciding factor because I've weighed out two factors
Yeah.
already. and one goes to Star Wars in terms of overall highest level of joy. One goes to Star Trek, which is pure hours of entertainment.
Right.
My deciding factor is what would I be more okay with if it had never existed? And I think I'd be more disappointed if Star Wars had never existed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say I choose
But how
Star
would you
Wars.
know it wasn't
Yeah, that's
existing?
actually
if it
a
didn't
good-
Well,
exist?
you wouldn't know, but I'm saying in hindsight.
Right.
Yeah, because I said
yeah.
I'm the most upset that Starfire wasn't because that was the best one, and we
Well,
live
yeah,
in that
you can
reality.
only obviously do this hindsight. You
Yeah.
can't. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and say beforehand, I'm not going to answer because these are all my friends, but among the stand-up New York Labs podcasting greats, Urge is crazy.
I don't know.
Who do you choose? Mark Normand versus Joe List versus J Train 56, who's obviously Jared Freed. So you have Mark Normand and Joe List from Tuesdays with Stories, and J Train 56 from the other great podcast, Total Frat Move. I'm not going to choose. Those guys are all my friends.
Yeah.
What do you guys?
Who would I be happiest if didn't exist? I'll say
Freed.
Yeah, Freed. Oh, God. I would kill Freed. If we could get Freed here, I'd smash him with a bat. But he would just laugh at it and make fun of me for it the whole time.
He would.
The last insult. He'd
That
figure
kind
a way.
of bat, Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even know. Read your comic books.
Yeah.
Now, this is controversial because one of these guys who Urge says here isn't actually a character from the show. He's a character. He's someone that someone else on the show has claimed as a character. But he says, who's the best character on the Rad Dudecast? And the choices are Lil Haynes.
Oh, who's the best guest?
We have Lil Hainsborough. Yeah, the best guest. Versus Anthony's version of Jar Jar Binks.
Which is just every character and Dr. Nick.
Verse, and here's where the controversy comes in. Verse Grog the Intern. Now, Grog the Intern was never a guy. Grog the Intern was something woo-woo, Stephen Woo claimed was a guy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to obviously pick one of my favorites, and I always miss him when he comes in. I'm always out doing stuff, but I love Lil Hainsborough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy that of all the things, I hate Lil Hainsborough, and I hate choosing him. But when you're going to put it up against Grog, which literally nothing makes me more furious.
Well, you're Grog.
I'm not. I'm Greg.
No, I know, but in his eyes, you're Grog.
Yeah, I'm furious. I can't even get into this.
Well, that's why I was going to say I'd pick you.
Because you're not picking me. You're picking what someone thinks of me. You're picking the idea of Grog.
Did we have Jar Jar Binks scheduled to come in today for
Please don't say
for
that,
a
yes.
8-second segment? Yes, here he is.
Oh, my God.
All right, and you're out. And you're out.
We should do one
When was
podcast.
Jar Jar Binks on? Why was he on?
I don't
no
think.
idea.
I think you were just doing someone else, and it just sounded like Jar Jar
Oh,
Binks.
maybe it morphed into him.
Jar Jar Binks tends to find his way into a lot of your
Yeah, I
characters.
don't have a lot of voice.
Misa work at the deli.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right,
You
man.
should have put store owner in there. I'll pick store owner.
Store owner was
man.
good.
Store owner was good. A lot of people loved
So
him.
this is now this I believe is a fucking Pokemon question. I don't know Pokemon.
Is this the last question?
No, there's two more.
Oh my
Good
God! Let's just do
Lord.
All
this
right,
too
we'll
quick.
bomb through these. Bulbasaur versus Squirtle versus Charmander. I don't give a
Charmander.
fuck.
Squirtle. That's
I
a
don't
fun
give
name.
a fuck.
Who cares?
Milk then cereal versus cereal then milk. Let me ask you a
Same
question.
time, sorry.
Who
Bird out a
the
window.
fuck is doing milk and then cereal?
No, it's
That's
3.
insane.
Yeah. Well, I do it at the
Milk,
same
then
time
cereal.
Milk
Who
then-
does that?
who
That's
does-
outrageous.
That's outrageous.
because it floats and it's no good.
It's
It's
preposterous.
I literally like to do it at the same time, like a commercial. It's my favorite way.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is what Urge
Pouring
calls
both into my mouth.
the
Same
most
time.
Yep, no
important.
bowl right in your mouth.
Little bowls.
This is what Urge calls the most important question. I would put an asterisk on it and say I call it the least important question. Pickled onions versus sushi. Sushi. What is that? A fucking question? I like sushi.
I don't know that I've ever had any of it.
Yeah.
Sushi. Great.
Yeah, great.
I'm in.
Great seg, Urge.
No, Urge is the best.
No,
Yeah,
I love
Urge. We're just fucking with you.
I do love
You're
Urge.
great.
Oh man.
All right. I got to tell you guys, I hope I'm with it today.
You're
Why?
good. Yeah, you're great. What are you
yeah,
talking
you're
about?
doing good. Why?
I'm super tired. I've just been tired as hell because I got noises happening throughout the night in my house.
Whoa. What do you mean? You can't
You're
sleep?
having like trouble sleeping.
Yeah, I can't sleep because this is a fucking. I'm getting a window. There's a guy throwing rocks in my window. He's not there now because it's during the day. He is gone during the day. At the night, he's just throwing rocks in my windows, and I can't see him because he's in the shadows.
Maybe he's in love with you. People do that in movies.
Oh, maybe like he's in love with me.
Like
Wait, what do you mean? So every night there's a guy, and you're just bringing this up this deep into the podcast. There's a guy outside in this little alley throwing rocks at your window?
Yeah, I don't know if he's hitting all the windows, but it seems to be just mine because of the repetitiveness of it.
I'm not getting anything on mine.
It's like dish, 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 like a beat. Like I don't even know how you'd have so many rocks to throw that quick.
What does he look like? Have you caught a peek?
I haven't caught a peek of him. He's always in the. There's like a bush, and I could see the silhouette of him.
Well, let me look out your fucking window. It's down in this alley.
Well, if you wait 3 seconds, it'll be sun. The sun will be down.
There have been like a lot of cops in the neighborhood and stuff like that.
Oh,
Trying to-
Shit, there's like a guy with a little. It's like
Let
a
me
little
Let me see.
camping set up in that bush.
Let me see. That's him.
Hold on.
Out the window.
Hey!
Actually, takes the microphone away from his mouth.
Hey!
Yeah. Yes.
No, not. He's coming. Hey, get up here! Get up here! He's coming up.
Awesome.
The guy's coming up. Anthony, can you go open the door for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy? We got to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, all right. I'll step out.
No, you have to stay in.
What are you talking about?
Brendan, you got to
Yeah,
go
I'll,
get him.
I'll step
What?
out.
I get it.
Brendan,
Get
Brendan,
him.
Anthony,
No,
Anthony
sit
won't
down,
come back.
Sit down.
No, I mean you can't get him because you
What
need
the
to stay here.
Fuck
All right, I'll
here.
stay here.
Eh!
What? What do you do, sir? Hello?
Hey,
What are you doing in my window throwing rocks? I can't sleep at night.
I do nothing, man.
Oh, well, you don't know.
It's me, Frecky Galecki. A pop, pop.
Frecky Galecki.
Yeah, you heard me. A Frecky Galecki. A pop, pop.
Why you throw rocks in my window, Frecky?
Because I'm down there trying to get your ass in. Ooh, a Frecky Galecki, baby. A pop, pop.
Okay, pop, fine. But why do you want my attention? Are you in love with me? This is what Anthony says.
They say you love the game, baby.
I love the game.
Yeah.
You want to be a guest on our podcast?
Well, I know
For a few
nothing
minutes?
about no pocket. I'm down there trying to get
Just
that
keep talking
shit.
to the mic. I'm going to ask you a bunch of
I'm trying to
questions.
get that down there with this game.
I'm going to interview you.
Interview this. Interview my
I
nuts,
don't
dog.
wanna interview-
Pop, pop, pop. A sticky towel. You just got a lampasted, baby. A freaking galecki. A pop, pop.
Did you say
Get it?
Did you say he got lampasted?
Yeah.
Lampasted.
What's that about?
It's where you take a little lamb and you smother it up and cook it a real good nice. Serve it to the banquet hall, baby. Pop, pop.
So what's your story? What is all
Man,
this?
ain't nothing. It's so freaking good lucky. I'm down. I be in the bush like a mush, man. I said what?
Bush like a mush.
What?
He said you're in the bush like a mush. That's not a...
Yeah, what's a mush?
I don't think a lot of the things you're saying are really sentences.
This
We're trying to get some information out of you.
This one of them ambush style show. You get me in trying to get me up. Nobody care up, freaking lucky, baby.
Yeah, man. Hot
I
button
can't
questions.
be caught.
Who
I
you
can't
voting
be
for in the
caught.
upcoming election? Frecky, who you voting for in the upcoming election?
My man Fritz.
For your man Fritz.
Yeah.
Is he running? What side
No,
is
he
he?
live over there.
What, in another bush?
Yeah, next door. There's a bush next door.
Oh, yeah?
You know Fritz.
What's Fritz run on? What is his policies?
Man, Fritz.
Should I go get Fritz?
No,
Fritz.
go get Fritz. Yeah,
Get Fritz.
Get Fritz to
I
tell
want to
you.
hear about this presidential
I'll
Fritz
go
and
get
Galecki.
Fritz. Where is he now?
He be stealing cans from the
Oh, that's
Asians.
the can guy who's always
Cool.
bothering you.
No, he steal
look for
them
Fritz.
from the can guy.
What? All right, Fritz. Wait, I mean, Frecky Galecki.
Yeah.
So, why are you throwing rocks at my windows?
Just trying to mix it up. Know what I'm saying? You get out there, you try to mix it up. Life.
Mix up life. Do different
Life.
things.
Yeah, get them out there.
Well, what else are you doing?
See,
that
was
makes
I
it-
throw rocks? You ever hear about that woman got a cat kicked over the telephone wire?
I do know that lady.
Yeah, I kicked her dog over the telephone wire.
It's a real story that happened in our life.
Yeah,
that I don't
what?
think you know about.
Yeah, you know about that?
Yeah, freaking go look at that dog. I was in my butt, dog. I said, just consider this your one warning, dog. I kick you over the telephone while freaking Galecki pop, pop. He kept going.
Killed the woman's dog.
Yep, 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 yep. I'm in there
Fritz.
sleeping Fritz
All right,
all trying to get him again. I kick him over the telephone wire.
Is this your boy Fritz? Oh boy.
Hey! Oh, Fritz. Hey, Fritzy, baby. I vote for you. You got my vote.
Fritz, what's your story?
I told you he's good.
Think in your head about something and then say it. See what you're doing here, Fritz? Let me just explain to Fritz language. Don't let your voice go until you have a sentence you're going to say.
I told you he's good.
I'm not voting for this guy. He's not even words.
Yeah. Tell him what you think about that situation in the Middle East. Yeah. He good.
All right, guys, you got to give me some kind of juice for this interview.
I juice this. I tell you the truth about this.
Tell me the truth about something.
Fritz is a veteran.
A veteran.
So what you need to do is back up for all Fritz and freaking Galecki, because we both serve.
You both serve? Yeah, I mean, something's going on, Fritz. He's got a whole chunk out of his head. What?
Yeah.
Say a sentence.
We are in Afghanistan.
We are in Afghanistan.
Yeah, he told you all we was in Afghanistan.
You were in Afghanistan?
Yeah, Fritz, that's where I met Fritz.
Fighting for who?
Fight for the whoever.
For the who?
For the whoever.
This
For the
one-
whoever's.
Yeah, let me
Mercenaries.
tell you. Let me tell you what happened.
All right, hang on. Let me get Frecky over here.
Because I see what you're doing. You're taking advantage of Fritz because he ain't all there upstairs.
And you want
I've
this guy to be
seen it
president.
happen once or twice before.
Vote for Fritz.
Yeah, vote for Fritz, he
Vote
said.
for Fritz for what?
For president. Now, let me tell you what happened. We went over there for Afghanistan. We weren't even trying. We saw in Rambo.
You saw in Rambo.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw. We was down. We hang out outside this fella's window.
Uh-huh.
And he got Rambo on the TV.
Watch it.
So you guys are peeping through a man's
Yeah.
window,
Yeah, peeping
watching
Tom.
Rambo.
Why you
Watch
think?
Through the bushes.
Hey, that's what freaking Galecki been trying to tell you. Why you think I told Roger people the window? I'm trying to get some entertainment.
Sometimes
All right. Pop,
So
pop.
we see Rambo.
Sometimes he have it on twice.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop.
TNT.
Yeah,
TNT.
Guys who like movies.
dynamite, baby.
They playing back to back.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop. Now, so we go over there. We see under Rambo, he all playing with them. They got them goat football where they on the horses. You know what I'm saying?
No,
they got the
hang on.
horses.
Goat football when they on
Yeah.
the horses.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The end of
Am I
Rambo.
just missing this? Explain a little further what this is.
When the end of Rambo, he riding on them horses, and they get the goat. Pop, 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 pop. Touchdown,
Okay,
baby.
I'm just going to take that for what it's worth and move on. Go ahead,
Yeah, they
continue
know
with
what
this.
I'm talking about. It's a Fritz. We went down back to my bush, sleepover, slumber party.
Sleep over at the bushes.
Yeah, because his bush was getting redone.
Oh,
Read down.
Yeah,
maybe some fertilizer. What's
Yeah.
that redone? Getting
The town.
the town.
The town come in.
The
Yeah.
town come in.
Redo the bush.
yeah,
Read
they
the bush.
redid
They
the bush.
redo the bush. New
gotta-
leaves.
New leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
you know
leaves
what I'm
and
talking about? You
sticks.
got them new Fritz said, I'm gonna have to spend the night at your bush because my bush getting redone. I said, man, you don't even need to ask me, man. Fucking Galecki bush your bush. I
Yeah.
said,
No.
so we came over here, we get to talking, and my bush said, what about this goat football, man? We gotta get to Afghanistan. That's where it's at. Frecky Galecki and Fritz about to take goat football by storm.
So you went to Afghanistan for fun,
Not fun, business.
for business. Yes, but not war.
No,
At
we
first.
say we gonna make it to the top of the goat football, man.
The goat football.
The
Yeah.
top, the very tippy top, tappy toop.
Where are you now? Are you? You seem to be at the top. I don't think anyone else does it.
Well, here's what happened. We went over there, and they said, well, there's a war. No goat football.
Surprise.
There's a war going on.
There's a war. Yeah.
You know, and they said, who you gonna fight for?
Al Qaeda.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
we said,
Oh, good.
guess what we said, because we're not trying to come on
Real
here.
two American terrorists.
We're not trying to come on here talking about,
Y'all
we
are
support
not-
terrorism, we support this, we support that. No, we said, who playing the go football? They said, these fellas over here playing the go football. We said, well, then we're with them.
So you were with them, and I'm guessing these people were ISIS related, or
Nah, dog.
you don't know.
For all we knew, it was just,
Your friends,
yeah, it was Abdul.
Abdul.
It was Abdul,
And how do they play goat football?
Terry.
Terry.
Yeah, we joined up. They were talking about, oh, we the Taliban. I said, I don't care what we are. We need to get to go football.
Yeah.
Said, we the Taliban. You in the Taliban now. And they would make Fritz go out front. Fritz, tell them what they make you do.
They make me. They give me a bop bop. They give me gum.
What?
They give me gum.
Yeah,
Give you what?
They give me gun.
Yeah.
Give you what?
They give me gun.
Yeah.
Give you what?
They give me gun.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Give you what?
They give me gun.
They gave him a gun, man.
Give him a gun.
Yeah.
Give me
Give him a gun.
Yeah.
They give you what?
They give me gun.
Yeah, tell him. They make him go out
They
front.
give me gun.
He
All right, they
be the
give you a gun.
front
So what'd
guy.
you do with the gun?
I poured it.
You bought it.
poured it.
You poured it?
I poured it.
I've never
I
heard.
poured it.
You pointed.
I poured
You
it.
pointed.
Boy,
the gun.
you got
Point.
sticks in your ears?
Buddy, you
What
guys.
you got in your ears? Fritz telling you shit.
This guy's got no bottom jaw. He's talking with a tongue and a teeth.
Ain't never been a problem for me. I said, in fact,
They redo for Bush.
let me tell you something straight to your face.
Say it to my face.
Straight to your face.
Say it to my face.
I known Fritz for 12 years.
12 years.
Ask him this right now. Have I ever deigned to mention that he ain't got no bottom jaw?
Did have you?
I don't know.
I never said nothing about that to him. You meet him 5 minutes in. Wear your bottom jaw, boy. Wear your butt. Nah, Frecky Galecki ain't having it. Pop, 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 baby.
The Taliban.
Yeah.
What?
The Taliban.
Taliban.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to vote for 2 members of the Taliban. I'm guessing you're a vice president?
No, we out, dog. We out.
We out.
Or you're out.
Yeah, discharge.
Honorable discharge.
Oh, so I don't know that America's going to vote for Taliban members. Honorable discharged.
Nah, but what? Who know them better than we do?
I guess that's true. But who do you pledge your allegiance to?
The flag.
The flag.
What flag?
Jesus.
The flag of Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I don't know that I've seen a flag of Jesus. Are you a
Boy,
Christian?
I bet them eyes haven't seen the flag of Jesus. I can tell by the question you even asking us.
But do you want America to succeed or to die?
Nah,
Succeed.
succeed.
You want America to succeed.
Things to get better.
How are you? Okay, so how would you do illegal immigrants? How would you guys handle the illegal immigrant situation in America?
Shake hands.
Yeah,
Shake hands.
Shake hands. And if I could elucidate on what he's saying, because he told me this before. Everyone.
Everyone what?
Yeah, they're all illegal. Nobody legal.
No more legality.
Pretty high
Yeah.
concept.
So everybody, this what, and he first told me this himself, right from the parrot's mouth. He said, make them all legal. Then what's legal? Y'all legal.
Yeah.
Make it all.
Pangea.
It's a pretty high concept.
Pangea.
Not
Yeah,
Pangea. Bring it back to Pangea.
Pangea, no.
Open all the borders.
Yeah. No more border. Ever illegal. All one country.
Open all the borders. We're all one country.
Yeah.
Everyone walks.
World country.
Yeah,
World
one
country.
Yeah.
We fight the other countries.
What are the other countries?
Mars.
Space.
Mars, go to war
He
with
talking
space.
space, and that's what he's been saying that for the longest time. Get them in those space. We saw that other. We were down there, a couple more houses down. Saw through another fella's window. Oh, he's coming to try and blow up the White House.
Ah, yes. Okay, so okay, real quick. Let me just sum up here for the people that are listening. The plan here is to open all the borders. Everyone becomes one country.
Yeah.
We go to war with the aliens from Independence Day.
No, I don't know about no Independence Day. We saw them they came in, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, smoking them cigar. He was up there fighting them.
Yeah. So that's your plan, is to just reenact, but for real, Independence Day, the movie.
Parts of it.
Parts of it. What
Not
parts?
all of it.
What parts?
But some of the parts.
Like what parts?
The beginning, when he playing with his son.
You want to... So, I don't know that this makes any sense
Yeah,
anymore.
more play with the children.
Okay, cool. You want to play with the children.
No, everyone play with the children
Yeah,
more.
open the borders, play with children.
No children, no adults.
What do you mean no children, no adults? What does that mean?
Everybody one body.
Yeah, one body, one
Get
age.
everyone to be one body. What does that mean? With
Pangea.
surgery?
No,
With
no,
mental...
numbers. No more numbers.
No more numbers.
No.
Yeah,
All
no
right,
more numbers.
we're going to have to...
So that way, anyone can be with anyone.
He right.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys both... Give me your catchphrase. You both get a catchphrase to say what you're going to run on, and then I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Act, don't react.
Act, don't react. By Fritz.
Freaking Galecki, baby, pop, pop.
Frankie Galecki, give me
Pop, pop.
20...
I'm it.
They just repainted my bush.
Yeah, you got
Well,
a bush, fresh bush.
It's all
You guys got my vote.
ish.
Thank you.
Uh,
I'll
see-
be back every week.
See you
on
next
the
week.
hour.
I kill myself.
He's going to kill himself.
I'll kill myself.
Suicide. Awesome.
Okay. You can stop me. You want to stop
All right, guys. See ya. Thanks for coming in.
me? So I'm going to do it.
See you later,
You
Fritz.
have the power to stop me.
Yeah, I just want to bring Brandon and Anthony back in here real quick. Get them in the waiting room. Hey, Anthony.
Hey.
You guys missed what we just had in here.
What happened?
Just
It seems like two undeveloped characters were in here.
I will like to say that it is really funny to me that when Brendan goes to when I say the window, actually goes to the window, actually yells out the window, actually takes the microphone away, so you can't even tell he's yelling out the window. You guys got anything to plug?
Oh.
You know,
I don't know.
I will give
When
you.
does this come out?
I'll give you a little insight into the Rad Dudecast.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
When I told you guys in the pre-production meeting, I had an idea for a character named Freddie Galecki. Or Freddie, what is his name?
Frecky
Galecki.
Frecky Galecki.
I had only thought of the name.
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly. So you both of your game, which is
I mean, I didn't even have a game. I got
Just-
fritzed.
No, he got Fritz, baby.
You did not get fritzed. You decided to be Fritz, and then when you came back in, you just started making noises.
Yeah.
And I was
Well, you know, I like it to draw out of me. I don't like it to just smack on the table.
you know.
Let me. I'm gonna plug some stuff.
Wait, real quick. Let's talk for a second about
Okay.
this because what I do now. I'm not saying what I do is any better because it's always the worst. That Bernie Mac episode, which I thought was the best, is the worst. It's not good.
Are you kidding me?
It's
Oh, let's
It's
do
the
it.
best.
Not very funny. What I do is I visualize a word,
Yeah.
whatever that word is, and then try to make that word a sentence.
Oh.
So, like, talk to me. Say anything.
I don't know. What's happening with you?
What happened with you? Like, I see the word you, right? And then I go, you bowl. So I go, you bowl? You want to go bowling? Let's go bowling. I love bowling.
Oh, you take the character from there.
I take the character to whatever that word is, make it a sentence, and then try to make those sentences make sense.
I get that.
I don't think that's a smart move.
I don't know. I think to each his own with everything. I just kind of I go with a feeling.
what's your way?
And then I go with nothing. To be honest, I
Well-
go with nothing, and then as it goes, I figure it out.
Here's my
I
problem.
want to tell me about how you guys do your characters.
Well, in the car on the way here, I was doing this Frecky Galecki voice, and it was very funny to me. The problem
it
is
is a great voice.
Well, that wasn't it. The problem is I can never.
Maintain.
I need to record it. I can never remember what I did. So when it came time to do the character on the podcast, I forgot how he talked in the car.
And that was the whole basis
And-
for doing
yeah,
it.
and that was the whole
yeah.
reason
Yeah,
was
yeah.
because I on the
That's
drive
funny,
over
man.
here I just kept saying pop pop to myself. And it was very
yeah.
fun, but it was a different voice altogether. But you know,
you
that's
know what's funny?
that's the magic.
You know what's funny too? Because like something like this, like maybe right now we're like, I don't know if that was any good. But then when we go back, because these are the kinds of characters we'll forget about them.
Yeah.
And then when we go back and listen to them, we're like, oh, we got to bring Frecky Galecki and Fritz back.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. I loved it.
Christ.
I love both those guys.
Yeah.
I just want to get into your guys' heads on how
About
you
how
guys
you
do.
do it.
I want to give the listeners a little extra.
Yeah.
I want to get in their minds. What do you guys do when you come up with your characters?
Nothing. So the bottom line is,
nothing.
so far as we can tell, me and Anthony do nothing. Greg does a slight bit above nothing. So Greg is the more developed character guy.
No. I don't do. I just lose. I don't. You guys. I think you guys maintain more on voices. I don't usually change my voice.
No, you have a better, but that's because neither of us are good at voices. We just do dumb, terrible. He wasn't talking.
Yeah, that's why he gets
I
so
have to
worried about the
go.
voice that you're working on the voice.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't even worried about the voice. I was just doing a voice, and then eventually I could figure out words from there.
Yeah.
Sure.
I start with
starts
absolutely
with nothing.
I start with zero.
I love it.
Okay, so quick plugs. My phone just died, so I can't go exactly into my calendar. But you can look these up online. In September, I'll be at the Accidental Comedy Festival in Cleveland. I believe that's the weekend of September, like 10th through 12th. So you look up their website, Accidental Comedy Fest. And then I believe the next weekend in September, like the 17th or 18th, I'll be at the Woodstock Comedy Festival. So look that up.
Nice.
I'll be at the Woodstock Comedy Festival. You can look that up online. I don't have the exact dates in my phone.
I'll be at Stress Factory all weekend with Norman.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm doing.